Hey, what's up guys, Global GBT here, and I am doing a video about Arma 3. Now, this has been a highly anticipated game. I've been waiting for it for a while, and they just released the alpha, I think, 3 days ago. And I bought it today. It is currently at 36% downloaded because my internet is really slow. I've been downloading it like all day. It's 7 gigs, and I highly recommend buying it. I will be going over the versions right now, very soon. And, well, there's 3 versions in alpha and beta. And once the full game comes out, there's 2 versions. Now, alpha will be going from, well, March 5th, which was 3 days ago, from when I'm recording this, to, I assume, June 18th, because during alpha, I guess there are actually 4 versions during alpha. There's the alpha light version, which you can't do any multiplayer, but you can just try out the game basically. But for that, you have to be invited by somebody else that bought the game, or somebody else that got invited for the alpha light. And that goes from March 14th to June 18th. So that's why I assume beta is going to come out around June 18th. So, but now I'll go on to the other versions. The first version, the cheapest version, is just called Alpha right now. That'll be called Beta. Then once the full version come out, it'll be just called Arma 3. And that is basically the base game. You do get it. You do get the beta and the full game if you buy it in Alpha, which is cheapest to buy it in Alpha. It's currently $33, but there are going to be bugs in it because it's in Alpha. And if you wait till beta to buy it, it'll be $45. If you wait till the full game comes out, it'll be $60, which is about, yeah, it's what most games are when they come out in full version, like Call of Duty and Battlefield. I think that's what Battlefield was, and Halo. Those games are all like $60 when they come out. And next onto the next version is the Digital Deluxe Edition, and this is also available in alpha, beta, and the full game. This comes with the base game, like alpha, but it also comes with a digital soundtrack, digital maps, a digital tactical guide, and Arma Cold War Assault, which was the first Arma game, which came out in 2001, I believe. I might be wrong on that. But the prices are, it'll be $50 in alpha. In beta, it'll be $60, and once it comes out in full game, it'll be $65. Now, Supporter Edition. This version will only be available in alpha and beta. The prices are the same in alpha and beta. It's $92, but it comes with the entire game. Comes with everything that the Digital Deluxe Edition comes with, plus Arma 10 Anniversary Edition. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I haven't really done much research on that. You get all the future Arma 3 DLCs, so once they come out with DLC for Arma 3, you'll get that for free with this version. And you also get a Forums badge, and it's kind of late now, but the first 500 people that bought it got their name in the end credits, which there's already been that many people that have bought it. So this is a pretty popular game already, because that's the most expensive version. And like I said before, this version will not be available in the full game, or when the full game comes out. It's only available in alpha and beta. And you get the full game when it comes out, but you can only buy it during alpha and beta. So next I'm going to go on to some of the system requirements for this game. Somebody from Bohemia Interactive, which is a company that makes the game, said that if you can play Arma 2, you can play Arma 3. There are a lot of new features in this game, which I'm actually going to go over a little bit later. There's a few things I don't want to get said first. DayZ will not be on Arma 3. The makers of DayZ have already established this, unless some other people in the community make it for Arma 3. but DayZ is going to be coming out as its own game. Now, for those of you who don't know what DayZ is, which if you played Arma 2, you probably know what it is. But basically, it's a realistic zombie survival game. It's a lot of fun, and I'm probably gonna be getting that game too. But it will be coming out as a separate game. It will not be for mod for Arma 3 like it was for Arma 2. And I'm not entirely sure when that's coming out. They haven't released that yet, but it will not be in Arma 3. Arma 3 will only be on Steam. I'm not sure if Arma 2 was on disc or not. Given that it came out in 2009, it probably was. Excuse me. And Arma 3 will not be on disc, it'll be on Steam only. And Arma 3 will be a bit more futuristic because it's set in 2030. I haven't played it yet, so I'm not sure, but some of the videos that I watched didn't really look like it was that futuristic. I mean, there were like guns that could be fired underwater, but not sure if I assume we actually have that technology already. And some of the new features, like I just mentioned, there's underwater combat, so you can shoot underwater. You got a scuba suit, and you do underwater fighting against actual underwater AI. And another big one is the ragdoll physics. So, like in Arma 2, when a guy got shot, he just fell over stiff on the ground. But with ragdoll, basically, like if you get shot, you drop your gun. If you're on a hill, you roll down the hill, and if you get like hit by a tank or grenade, you'll actually go flying. It's pretty funny watching that happen, and I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Another thing, the lighting in this game looks amazing. I've seen some videos on the lighting. The shadows in Arma 2 were great. The shadows in Arma 3 are way better, and the lighting is just amazing though. Like lights on like helicopters and cars at nighttime, it just looks incredibly realistic. And also, the game will be optimized better. So like Arma 2, it was pretty demanding. Now, Arma 3 is going to have better graphics and probably won't be as demanding. So that'll be good for people with computers that aren't as good. Like mine, maybe I'll be able to run it on higher graphics because it's optimized better. Which basically optimization means it doesn't take up as much processing power to do the same thing. So it's just more efficient, basically. Also, there are a lot more new stances. Like in Arma 2, they're still planning like you could sit down, there's obviously standing up, crouching, and prone. And you could also like lean around corners, that's still in. There's also sitting is still in. And there's also like a low prone, not entirely sure how that works, but there's also a low crouch, there's a high crouch, there's standing, there's high standing. So basically you can stand on your toes, and like if you're crouching, you're like crouching is like perfect spot to get above cover, but you want to get below the cover, you can go into the low crouch and then just pop up and get into low crouch, which is pretty nice. Obviously, there's still leaning, like there was in Arma 2. And there are other stances, like I think they added a stance modifier key now. I'm not sure what the default is for that because I haven't played the game yet. But that looks pretty cool that there's so many stances in this game. Like in COD, there's like, 3? That's how it is in most games. Arma 2, it's way more realistic. You can get behind cover a lot better to like peek around corners. It's pretty awesome. And also there's a new form of moving which is called tactical. So like normally when you have your sight up, you move really slowly, but now you can have your sight up and move fast, which is pretty nice. And also another thing that I saw was that like in lots of shooters there's hip firing. In Arma 3, there's never hip firing. I think that's not sure if that was in the first Arma game, but I know that was also in Arma 2. You're always you always have your gun at the shoulder. It just depends on whether or not you're looking down the sights, which is a lot more realistic. Cause I remember an episode of MythBusters trying to hip fire. It's really hard to hip fire. So you have your gun up to your shoulder, and you can fire without looking at the sights. And also, when you look down the sights, your viewpoint actually moves over to the right to look down the sight, which is pretty cool. Another new awesome thing is weapon attachments. You can attach things like scopes, silencers, grenade launchers, flashlights, laser sights. There's also more stuff that you can put on your gun. Like in Arma 2, you could have, like, there weren't any attachments, so you had like one gun. There were like a whole bunch of different models of that gun just to get different attachments on. Now you can put different attachments together, like you have a scope, grenade launcher, silencer, and flashlight. That'd be quite a bit to have in a gun, but that is also, I saw one thing, not entirely sure how it works, well, how you can get between it, but there's a thing where you can have a scope for like 6 times or 7 times scope probably, and you can also have a red dot sight on top of that, so you can go onto the top sight for close quarters and the bottom sight for long range, and that's pretty nice. I'm not entirely sure how you switch through that, but I'll have to figure that out once I get the game downloaded, which is currently at 38%. So hopefully I'll get that done downloading tomorrow, and I can make a video on it tomorrow. And the next thing is you can customize your character now. Like, you can customize a little bit in Arma 2, but you can customize a lot more now. Like, you can put on like scuba gear just for, even if you're not going underwater, you can still put on scuba gear. Put on civilian clothes. You can put, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can put on. And there's also a newer mission editor, which is, it's a lot easier to use. The one in Arma 2 can be really confusing to use until you figure out how to use it. There's a steep learning curve for that. There's also, there's going to be a lot of great missions, like community developed missions like there were in Arma 2. Like, lots of multiplayer ones, especially like Domination was a community developed one. And I assume this is going to be developed for Arma 3 too. There's also going to be, you can expect more custom maps like there were in Arma 2. I think Taviana was a custom made map, community made map that was put in the game. And speaking about maps, the two main maps which are going to come included in the game. Now Stratus, the other map, Stratus is the smallest map. I'll go over the maps first. Stratus is 20 square kilometers, about 8 square miles. It's pretty small for Arma. But Limnos, I think it's the biggest island ever in Arma. It's 270 square kilometers, which is 105 square miles. That is huge. That's like, it's pretty big. It's a lot bigger than Shannara's. Charis was like 220 square kilometers. It's huge. I saw a video on it. It's extremely detailed too. It's just incredible. But Stratus, they might add Limnos. I think that's going to be put in the beta. That's not, I do not believe that is in the alpha. Nope, just Stratus is in the alpha. And unless Limnos gets put in later in the alpha, it'll probably just get put in the beta. But the alpha, you're focusing more on developing the AI and the characters, well, the character models and stuff like that, like the attachments and guns. That's what alpha is being more focused on. But also there is like one thing they're especially working in alpha is the character movement is going to be much more fluent and natural. It's not going to be so sudden like it was in Arma 2. It's going to be a lot better. And also I saw something, I saw it in a video. It said it takes I think it was you can get to your scope a lot quicker than you could in Arma 2. Like it took a long time to get to your scope in Arma 2. In Arma 3 it takes like a quarter of the time, which is pretty nice. Especially if you're sniping, get to stuff a lot faster. Shoot a lot faster if you have like bolt action. It's nice. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. This is Global GBT. Please subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing Arma 3 Alpha, obviously, right now. And I want to be doing reviews as they do updates to Arma 3. I'm going to be doing Minecraft videos, Battlefield 3 videos, maybe some Windows 8 tutorial videos, because that's the operating system that I use. And once again, this is Global GBT. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like the video and comment if you have a question. I will answer it. And please subscribe for more content. Thank you. Bye.